Have you ever wondered what our world was like before a single leaf unfurled? Long before dinosaurs, long before even the first fish swam in the oceans, Earth was a hostile barren rock, choked by an atmosphere with almost no oxygen. Our story today begins not with giants, but with the smallest of pioneers, microscopic organisms floating in the ancient seas. These weren't plants as we know them, but simple photosynthetic cells, the true architects of our world. They were the first to harness sunlight, and in doing so, they began a silent revolution that would change everything. Around 2.4 billion years ago, a group of these tiny life forms called cyanobacteria did something extraordinary. Through photosynthesis, they began releasing a waste product, oxygen. This wasn't just a small change. It was a planetary transformation known as the Great Oxygenation Event. This new gas was toxic to much of the life that existed at the time, but it was the key that unlocked the future. Oxygen filled the oceans and began to seep into the atmosphere, creating the ozone layer and setting the stage for more complex, oxygen-breathing life to evolve. These humble microbes weren't just living on Earth. They were terraforming it from the inside out, rewriting its chemistry and climate. For billions of years, life remained in the water. But around 470 million years ago, a brave new chapter began. The first plants, likely related to modern liverworts, started to crawl onto the barren, rocky shores. This was a dangerous new world. To survive out of water, they evolved waxy coatings to lock in moisture and simple internal structures to stand against gravity. As these green pioneers spread, their roots broke down rock, and their decaying matter created the very first soil. They weren't just surviving on land. They were creating the foundation for every forest, field, and garden that would ever exist. The move to land was just the beginning. To truly conquer the continents, plants needed a better way to move water and nutrients from the soil up to their tips. The solution was an evolutionary marvel: the vascular system. Think of it as nature's plumbing. Early plants like Cooksonia, though only a few centimeters tall, were among the first to develop these internal tubes. This innovation was a game-changer. It allowed plants to grow taller, stronger, and transport resources more efficiently. No longer bound to the damp edges of water, they could now venture further inland, spreading across the continents and transforming the planet's landscapes into a vibrant, living green. With the ability to grow tall, plants entered a new, colossal phase. During the Carboniferous period, about 360 million years ago, Earth was covered in vast, swampy forests unlike anything we see today. These weren't forests of oaks or pines, but of towering ferns, club mosses, and horsetails, some reaching over 100 feet high. This was the age of giant lycophytes. As these massive plants died, they sank into the oxygen-poor swamps, where they were slowly compressed and cooked over millions of years, forming the massive coal deposits that would one day fuel our own industrial revolution. These ancient forests didn't just shape the land. They dramatically altered the global carbon cycle, locking away immense amounts of carbon and influencing the planet's climate for eons. As climates changed, becoming drier and more unpredictable, plants needed a new superpower to ensure their legacy. The answer was the seed. Before seeds, plants reproduced with spores, which needed water to survive and germinate. But a seed was a revolutionary package deal, a tiny, protected embryo complete with its own food supply, all wrapped in a durable coat. This allowed plants to wait for the perfect conditions to grow and to travel vast distances on wind or water. Early gymnosperms, the ancestors of our modern conifers, were masters of this new strategy. They could now colonize dry, harsh environments, dominating the planet through long eras of climate instability and change. The reign of the conifers truly began when the world faced extreme challenges. During periods of intense volcanic activity and dramatic climate shifts, these hardy trees thrived. Their needle-like leaves conserved water, and their tough, wind-pollinated cones ensured reproduction even without relying on water or insects. Trees like pines, firs, and redwoods became masters of survival, their lineage stretching back through mass extinctions. They became some of the oldest and largest living things on Earth, silent witnesses to the rise and fall of dinosaurs and the slow drift of continents. Their resilience is a testament to the power of simple, effective design. Then, about 130 million years ago, another incredible innovation appeared: the flower. At first, they were likely small and inconspicuous, but this new feature would completely reshape life on Earth. Angiosperms, or flowering plants, developed a brilliant new strategy for reproduction. Instead of just relying on the wind, they co-opted animals. Flowers evolved vibrant colors, enticing scents, and sugary nectar to attract insects, birds, and other creatures. This partnership created an intricate web of relationships, with pollinators carrying genetic material directly from one flower to another. This highly efficient method led to an explosion of diversity, and flowering plants rapidly spread across the globe, creating the lush, colorful ecosystems we know today. The rise of flowers and fruits triggered a cascade of coevolution. Plants developed thorns to protect themselves, toxins to deter herbivores, and delicious fruits to entice animals into spreading their seeds. In response, animals evolved new senses to find the brightest flowers, new behaviors to access nectar, and specialized digestive systems to handle fruits and leaves. This dance of action and reaction drove the diversification of both plants and animals. Every fruit, every thorn, every drop of nectar tells a story of millions of years of conversation between the plant and animal kingdoms, a conversation that has shaped the intricate web of life on our planet. So, what can we learn from this silent, multi-billion-year saga? The story of plants is a profound lesson in patience, adaptation, and resilience. They have fundamentally reshaped our world in ways no animal ever could, creating the air we breathe, the soil beneath our feet, and the food that sustains us. Their history teaches us about the delicate balance of ecosystems and the deep interdependence of all living things. They are the quiet foundation of our world, the roots of time itself. If this journey through the deep history of our planet has sparked your curiosity, consider helping our channel grow. Your support is what allows us to dig into these incredible stories. Subscribing is the best way to join our community of explorers. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, it really helps us reach more people. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next adventure through time.